Hey guys, we are hoping to solve a Rubik's Cube today. This is going to be a really quick guide. If at any point I'm going too fast, I'm going to have a playlist linked in the corner where I go super slow, explain every move I'm doing. So if this one feels too fast, please check those out. I'm glad you're here. Okay, we are going to solve this cube by layers. We're going to solve the top layer, then the middle layer, then the bottom layer, okay? The first thing we're going to do is make what we affectionately call the daisy. We want yellow right here with white petals all around. So I already have a petal there, and I'm going to work to get some other petals. So now I have 2 petals, 3 petals, and 4 petals. There is the daisy. Now I want to get these whites on this side with the white side lined up with their correct colors. So I have white green here. I'm going to line it up with the green side. I know this is the green side because of the green dot in the middle. So now that is lined up and I'm going to turn it 180 degrees. So now this piece is in the correct spot. It's with the white and the green. All right, let's do it again. I'm lining up the white with the blue, turn it 180. Now that one's in the correct spot. Now white and orange, that one's correct. And white and red, there we go. Our next goal is the white corners. So you'll see this has a white corner, but it's actually not in the right spot because it doesn't match the sides. So we're gonna find some other ones. Let's see. Okay, I've got this one here. This is my white, red, green. I'm going to find where it needs to go. It needs to go right here. I put it under where I want it to go. So this piece needs to be here. So I start with it under, then I'm going to turn it away so I can't see the white anymore. And I'm going to turn this side down, pop it into place and put it back up. This is one that as you play with it, you're going to be like, oh, that's easy. That's easy to get the corners in place. So I'm going to go ahead and do the next 3. When it's like this with the white on bottom, that makes it a little tricky, but not too bad. You can put it under any corner that you don't mind if it gets messed up. Turn it down, so now the white's over here, and then turn the bottom piece twice, and that brings it so the white isn't on the bottom anymore. Now I'm gonna line it up with its side, pop it into place. Here's my red, blue, pop that into place, and that brought this one down. It should be there, so I can pop that guy into place. And your first level is done already. Woohoo! If that was too fast, check out the video in the corner. All right, second layer. Second layer is not too bad because it's really, these are in the right spot, right? So it's really just these 4 pieces, okay? We're gonna turn it so our yellow is on top. We're gonna start here with the red-green piece, any piece that isn't a yellow piece. And I'm gonna line it up with its correct side. Then I notice, okay, to be in the right spot, does it need to go to the right or the left? It needs to go to the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna turn the top layer away from where it needs to go. Turn this right side up, top away again, this right side down, and then we're just popping this back into place by turning our top back. We twist our cube, turn this side back, pop it into place, back down. There is that piece now. All right, here is my orange green. We're gonna line that up where it needs to go. And I notice this time it needs to go to the left. So I'm gonna turn the top away from where it needs to go. Turn this side up, away, down, turn the top back, turn my whole cube to the right and pop this into place. There we go. Now that piece is there. Okay, next one. We've got blue, orange. Let's find it. There it is. And I'm going to do the same algorithm again. There we go. Last one is right here, red, blue. Now, pretend for a second that my red, blue was already here, but it was flipped. Maybe it was red, blue. All you have to do is do the same algorithm to get this piece out here, then it'll be up here, and then you can pop it back down. All right, here we go. We're gonna put that one into place. Okay, that was our last piece. We now have 2 layers done. Good job. All right, like I said before, if that was way too fast, that's totally fine. Check out the video in the corner. All right, guys, we've got 2 layers done. Good job. Now that we only have 1 layer left, there's only a few ways it will look with your yellow pieces. You'll either have a cross with yellows. You might have a straight line of yellows. There could be some other ones, but they don't form the cross. You could have what we call affectionately the L. Again, there could be yellow in other places, but they don't make the line or the cross. Or you could have just a yellow dot. Some other yellows might be there, but they don't make any of the other shapes. Now, the algorithm that we're going to do, you should only have to use up to 3 times. If you find yourself needing to use more than that, look at your other layers and see if they got messed up. All right. Now, I'm not going to talk while I do the algorithm, but you'll see my hands doing it, and I will have something here that tells you what I am doing. Now, my whole goal right now is to get the yellow cross. I'm not worried right now if the yellows are lined up correctly when I have the yellow cross. If you already have it, then still watch this because you won't always get it right off, but congrats, you don't have to do it yet. Okay, we're getting our yellow cross. Okay, I've done the algorithm once and a lot changed, right? My 2 bottom layers are still solved. Now I have the L. Okay, when you have the L, when you do the algorithm again, you want the L in the top left corner. Okay, so now I'm going to do it again. All right, now I have the yellow line. When you have the yellow line, you want it horizontal when you do the algorithm again. All right, there it is. There's my yellow cross. Not all my colors line up, but that's okay. That is the next step. All right, my next step is to get the yellows lined up in the correct spot. So this one's in the right spot, this one's in the right spot, but these 2 are not. So no matter what, you're going to have 2 that line up. They might be right next to each other. They might be across from each other, and you might have to turn it to get them to line up, but turn it until you have 2 lined up correctly. If they are across from each other, it doesn't matter how you hold the cube to do this algorithm. If they are next to each other like this, the correct ones, you're going to hold it so the ones that are on the correct side are on the back and right when you do this next algorithm. There we go. Let's go ahead and line these up. And now all of the yellows with my yellow cross still there are lined up with the correct color. You might have to do the algorithm more than once. If you do it and you still aren't lined up, get it again so you have at least 2 lined up. If the correct ones are right next to each other, have them on the back and right and do it again until all 4 of them line up. All right, my next goal is to get each of these 4 pieces. These are the only ones left, right? I want them in the correct spot. They don't necessarily have to be turned the right way. What I mean by that is if you look at this one, this is the yellow, red, green piece, which this is my yellow, red, green side. So that piece is in the right spot. It just needs to be turned, right? Now these ones are not in the correct spot. So that is what this algorithm is going to help me with, is get them in the correct spot. If you do have one that is correct, you'll want it in the front right when you do this algorithm. Okay, so I did the algorithm once and let's look. Okay, you see they are all in the right spot now. Not turned the right way, but they're in the right spot. You may need to do that algorithm more than once. Totally fine. Do it again till all of them are in the correct spot. Okay, the only thing we have left is to get all of these turned. This part can feel kind of scary because you feel like you're messing up your whole cube, and you kind of are, but it's going to be okay. So for this, we are going to actually turn it so white is on top and my yellow is on the bottom. And this is the algorithm I'm going to do over and over until it is solved. Now, I did the algorithm twice. Do you see now that this piece is in the right spot? Ignore that other things are messed up, but this is yellow, green, orange. Once that is correct, I'm going to turn just the bottom layer and do it again until this one has yellow on the bottom. Okay, see how that one's in the correct spot now? It's not lining up with these right now. It will, but it's lining up here and yellow is on the bottom. So now I'm just going to turn the bottom layer again and do it again. There we go. See, now that one has yellow on bottom and it's lined up with these sides. Okay, just turning the bottom. Here is where we do it again. And look it. Oh my gosh. It's done. Good job. Okay, if yours did not turn out, that is okay. Keep trying. Took me a long time, guys. If I went too fast at any point, please check out the videos I have linked in the corner. Thanks.